Welcome out to Booth Memorial Field here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin for the third game of our four-game series here today. The Vipers taking on the Mustangs here. Set for a 6:30 start.
Number 97, James Unger.
Send it down field side for the Mustangs team announcements.
Number 12, James Bain. Number 51, Richard Wiley. Head coach Dick Schnell. Assistants Matt Atchison, Jeff Robbie. Good luck, Mustangs.
There's your Mustangs, Fond du Lac Mustangs, and now you'll have the Fond du Lac Vipers.
The Fondy Vipers. Going numerically, number 7, Logan Wentz. Number 10, Tom Notway. Number 12, Kyle Mater. Number 14, Rex Whalen. Number 17, Tyler Cizik. Number 18, Jake Lemmy. Number 20, Eric Tacketwa. Number 22, Travis Bayline. Number 25, Elliot Petria. Number 32, Dakota Lucas. Number 38, Number 34, Patrick Young. Now number 38, Andy Wackenbach. 40, Taylor Schubert. 44, Dave Whitcomb. Number 48, Jake Hipschman. Number 51, Lucas Sauer. Number 55, Tim Koshner. Number 65, Lucas Lammy. Number 68, Cody Vinny. Number 70, Grant Johnson. Number 80, Keenan Garfoot. And number 71, Joshua Schmidt. And the rest of your Fondy Vipers. Head coach Mike Graff, assistant Dave Dyke, Mark Thornfoot, Dave Schultz. Let's have a good game, guys. Kick off in just a minute or two. Captains to the middle of the field, please.
Well, there you have your Fond du Lac Vipers being announced. All of them. Quite a lot of little guys out there. Well, 4 8-minute quarters. Fondy Junior Football League, it's their 10th anniversary. Got the captains out at midfield. Coin toss. The Vipers led by quarterback Logan Went. Logan Went, cousin of Jake Went. Jake Went played in the league a couple years ago, back when me and Connor.
Yeah, it's the Junior Football League's 10th anniversary, and it's been 10 great years. Me and Tyler both played in the league about, 3 years ago, I believe?
3 years, yep. Can't quite tell.
Yeah, it's a great program. It's a good way to develop some players for the high school teams.
They work in partnership, these two leagues do. Fond du Lac coaches. We'll be back with the kickoff, and I guess we'll keep it here. Well, it looks like I think the Vipers are or the Mustangs are gonna kick. I think. All right, it will be number 48, Jake Hoopschman, number 34, Patrick Young, and I believe that was number 80, Keenan Garfoot. Back to return for the Vipers, and it looks like number 38, Keegan Axton, will kick it off. And so, with the kick, we are underway here at Fruth Field.
Keegan Axton kicks off for the Mustangs.
And it's taken by the Vipers out to the 35 and crushed just short of the 40-yard line. That was number 40, Taylor Schubert on the oh no, excuse me. That was number 48, Jake Hoopschman on the return, and well, here we go. Vipers will start on their own 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Logan Went leads the Vipers up to the line of scrimmage. Got 3 wide receivers lined up to the right, 1 wide receiver lined up left. Fumbled the football on the play. Logan Went goes down. Loss of a couple on the play for Logan Went. Loss of about, I'd say 7.
Nate Whitacombe in on the tackle, 2nd down.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 17 for the Vipers on their own 30-yard line, and not the way you want to start the game, but we got a long ways to go yet. 7:35 left to go, just underway, no score. We got trips left once again, and one single back for the Vipers. Motioning to the right, we'll give on a reverse to number 80, Keegan Garfoot, to the 50, to the 45, 40, brought down at the inside the 35-yard line. That is Keenan Garfoot, excuse me, with a beautiful run, and well, he just broke off in on the reverse, motioned into it, and got the handoff, and just outran everyone to the corner. No one out there. They set up in the motion, and all 3 cornerback, or 2. Here's the replay for you. It's not quite all of it, but you can at least see a little bit.
Yeah, I did a great job breaking some tackles there. Getting some extra yardage.
Outrunning everyone. Nice play. Here's the snap give to the number 34 of the Vipers inside the 30-yard line. That's Patrick Young on about a 6-yard run. We'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Vipers. Not too much doing defensively yet for the Mustangs. Led by number 68, Matt Stolfus, right in the middle. Here's the snap, give it to Young once again, but he is just stuffed in the backfield by number 5, Austin Lynn. Just snuffed out in the backfield, loss of 6 on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 for the Vipers. And they're in need of some help here. 3rd and long. And they are driving inside the 35-yard line of the Mustangs. Trips right once again, single back, Patrick Young in the backfield. Logan went under center. Takes the snap, drops, quick pass. It's picked off by the Mustangs. Quick pass, looked like a slant. Wide receiver, I don't think he ran a slant, but it looked like that's the way he was supposed to throw it. Picked off by number 22, Thomas Rustel. Nice interception, just stepped up. Here you see the replay. Nice play by Rustel. And the Mustangs take over on their own 32-yard line. They're led by their quarterback, number 20, Matthew Schnell. Schnell takes the snap, pitches out wide to the left to Austin Lynn. Lynn's got some running room across the 40, across the 45-yard line, picks up a first down for the Mustangs. Nice run by Austin Lynn, just broke out to the outside. Some nice pulling blocks. You were a lineman in your day.
Yeah, in this league, it's critical that you have the size and the speed to get out and make some blocks in the open to create some of those big runs.
Connor Doyle, my color man, partner up here, played for the Bison, who just got a big victory, 32-6. Here's the snap, give to Lind again, same play, and he'll go out to the 50-yard line, gain of 4 on the play.
Number 5 carries, that's Austin Lynn. Pickup of 5, brought down by number 14, Rex Whalen, number 34, Patrick Young. And
bring up about a 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. Number 40, Zach Peltonen, split wide to the left. Schnell under center, fumbles the snap, falls to his knees, picks it back up, and it looks like he's going to lose 1, just about 1 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Size-wise, looks pretty even. Vipers do have a couple big players. For 71, Joshua Schmidt, 5'3", 112-pounder. Got some pretty big guys on the line. Matthew Schnell once again under center. The snap pitches out wide to number 38, Keegan, action, and he's just snuffed out in the backfield. Loses like almost 10 on the play. Maybe about a loss of about 8 on the play, we'll say. We'll bring up a 4th and long, 4th and 13 on their own 43-yard line, and nothing doing really for either side yet, other than a good long reverse for the Vipers. And it looks like they're going to punt this one away. Now deep to return is number 34, Patrick Young. No rushing in this league on the punt. Just basically got to let him punt it away. Oh, and he's going to fake it. Not running so fast. A little hesitant on the run, but he only gets to about the 48-yard line. And looks like they'll turn it over on downs, and the Vipers will get the ball. That was number 44, Matt Burka, trying to run it for a first down on the fake punt, but nothing doing, and the Vipers take over 1st and 10. Trips left once again. Seems like a popular formation. Looks like Tom Knockbay wide left, along with Keenan Garfoot.
Yeah, with this trips formation, they're really spreading out the field, and it looks like they're going to be able to create some holes and maybe get a big run for the Vipers.
And here we go again, maybe a no. Snap drops back, throws it over the middle. It's caught by Garfoot. Completion over the middle. Gain of almost 20 on the play. About 18-yard gain. Oh, they're going to call it incomplete. Never mind. Garfoot drops the ball, and clock's still running. Finally get the clock stopped. Looked like a nice... And it looks like there'll be a timeout by the Vipers. 2:17 to go in the first quarter. There's no score. And I don't think anyone's crossed like the 35-yard line of the opposing team yet. A little slow moving. We'll be back after this.
There?
Dinner with the wife.
Oh, too bad for you.
Oh, no, not really.
My charter DVR recorded it. The game was waiting for me when we got home. Remember this catch?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, I played it over and over again.
I just saw it once.
Digital video recording from Charter means you'll never miss a moment of the game again. Record your favorite show and rewind to create your own instant replay. Sign up for Charter DVR with Moxie. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER.
Welcome back here to Fruth Field. Vipers facing a 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line of the Mustangs. They're started the drive here. Looked like a good pass over the middle, but it was ruled incomplete. And Logan went down under center. His running back, number 34, Patrick Young. Logan Went going to do a sweep right, but he's stuffed in the backfield by number 44, Matt Burka.
Yeah, nothing doing on that play.
No blocking really out front. All he had was his own running back, and tons of guys just snuck right through. Third and 15. 3rd and 15 for the Vipers. They're going to need a lot of yards here. Trips left once again. Went under center. Here we go, motion. And the pitch will go to Young. Young crosses midfield inside the 45-yard line. Nice run by Patrick Young. Gains about 8 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 4th and 8. Maybe 4th and 7. Like we said earlier, the 10th anniversary of the Fawning Junior Football League. This is the 6th anniversary of this day. We got snuffed out of the day when we played 6th grade. Had to play at Tyson instead. Too much rain. And the give is to number 20, Eric Quackenboss, but he is stuffed in the backfield. He's going to lose 10 on the play, and that's going to turn it over to the Mustangs. And the Mustangs will take over on the 45-yard line of the Vipers. So there's been a lot of big losses, especially on the Vipers side of the football. The Mustangs stepping up and making some big plays in the backfield.
Yeah, the Vipers are trying to get it outside a lot, and they're getting caught a lot deep in their own backfield.
Once again, just Schnell under center. He goes back to pass. Lost one way up in the air, and it is off the chest of number 44, Matt Burka. Ball was there. It was a little bit behind him, but it was on the money. Catchable ball, just couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, it looked like a great pass.
Been a lot of floaters like that. We've seen a lot of them so far today. And there was about 3 guys on the covers, but he had them beat. Burka once again spread wide to the right. Keegan Ashton Also wide to the right. Ashen motioning, and we've got a give to number 32, Mason Robe. And he doesn't really get much of anything, maybe one on the play.
Mason Ruby on the carry, brought down by Patrick Young.
Matt Schnell under center again. Ashen motioning to the left. The give is to Ashen, but Patrick Young had him wrapped up in the backfield. He breaks free and just barely crosses the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for the Vipers. Looked like Patrick Young was going to force him to lose a couple, but he outran him to the outside. That's the end of the first quarter. With your score, 0-0. Supposed to be 0-0. On this scoreboard, it doesn't say so, but that's your score at the end of 1. We'll be back with the second quarter of play after this.
Number 2, pause live TV. With Charter DVR, the pause button always works, even on live TV. Phone rings? Press pause. Milk spills? Press pause. Baby cries? Press pause. Charter DVR with Moxie. When life interrupts, TV can wait. Call now to order Charter DVR with Moxie. 1-888-GET-CHARTER.
Welcome back to Fruit Field here. Start of the second quarter. Mustangs driving 4th and 6. Got a stoppage of play right now. They got to reset the clock. Reads 0 seconds and it reads 3-0 in favor of the Vipers, I think, but it should be 0-0. 4th and 6, Mustangs. And they're trying to convert here. Ball lies on the 41-yard line of the Vipers. And they get the clock reset. Matt Schnell quarterbacking with Ashen and Lind in the backfield. Split backs. Back goes Schnell. Throws a bullet over the middle, but behind undershoots his wide receiver Mason Robe, and that will turn the ball over on downs to the Fond du Lac Vipers. And the Vipers will start on their own 41-yard line. Still no score, 5 seconds into the second quarter.
Jesus, sure seems like these teams are passing more than we used to, Tyler.
Yeah, last game, Rampage had about 150 yards passing. That was, we couldn't even throw that much. A little bit of movement on the line. Looks like they're going to let it go. The give goes to Young. Breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he's able to get close to the line of scrimmage. Should have been a loss of about 6. He made it a loss of about 3, thanks to a broken tackle in the backfield. And a lot of these guys aren't hitting. They're just kind of using their arms to try to pull him down using the jersey. And first day of pad practice, I remember them, teaching, what was it, the 5 ups?
Yeah.
Bring a guy down. Yeah, I remember those.
It was something like eyes up, head up, chest up.
Eyes up, head up, chest up, wrap up. Something like that.
Yeah.
Went goes back to pass and lost one out. It's caught. Across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Across the 45-yard line. Jake Hoopschman with a nice catch. And he gains about 15 yards on the play. And there's the first completed pass of the day, I think. Here's your replay. Just kind of lofts it out. It's kind of a swing pass.
Yeah, made a great pass there.
He had a lot of room to run and just brought down by the shoestring. I don't think he could have made it anyway. He had about 3 guys bearing down on him from behind. Once under center once again. He'll give to Young. Young running off tackle, running backwards, and pulled down deep in the backfield. Matt Burka. Now that's one thing you're told not to do, is to run east and west and not north and south, although I'm not so sure what way we're really facing.
Yeah, he lost about 6 yards on the play.
It wasn't. You want to keep running forward, and if there's a guy right there, you don't really want to run backwards just to keep it. And it looks like the Vipers will take a timeout. 6:04 left to play in the second quarter. Still no score. Vipers driving 2nd and 16.
That's the Vipers' first timeout. Leaving them with 2.
Vipers inside their own, on their own 49-yard line. Looking to get something going. Well, here we go. 15 of the 24 Viper kids are in 4th and 5th grades. The kids take on penalty yards to see who scores on longer TD runs, so they have a lot of penalties, I guess. Tom Knockway is not just an intercepting ball hawk, but is also the team ladies' man. And one of the smallest kids on the team, Kyle Mader, can eat the most hot dogs of anyone on the team. So, a couple interesting facts.
Yeah, that hot dog eater sounded like me back in the day when we used to play.
Yeah, well, you weren't the smallest kid on the team, that's for sure. And the soul, Patrick Young, sole of his feet, that is, the fastest member of the team, and one of the fastest in the league, carries this team like Flash Gordon, lightning strikes from anywhere on the field. Flash Gordon, pretty quick guy, wasn't he?
Must have been.
So there's a couple interesting facts for the Fond du Lac Vipers.
2nd and 15 for the Vipers.
2nd and 15 for the Vipers on their own 49-yard line. Logan went under center. Takes it, pitches it wide left. Patrick Young stuffed in the backfield, lost even more. Lost about 5 on the play. And that's 2 plays in a row that they lost yards. And holy cow, they've got a long ways to go here on this 3rd down. 3rd and a load. 3rd and 23 for the Vipers on their own 44-yard line. Logan went under center. Takes it, drops back to pass, and a little swing pass once again out to the outside at the 40, the 35, 30, down to the 25-yard line. That is Jake Hoopschman. 2nd time on this drive he's gotten a pass like that, and both times he gained quite amount of yards, and it's working for them. They should just keep running it. Here's your replay. Just kind of lost it out there, and Hoopschman got some pretty good legs. Running pretty quick. 5:10 left to play in the second quarter. No score yet. Here's Logan Went. Gives to Patrick Young. Young finds some room, breaks a tackle to the 10-5, touchdown Vipers. That's Patrick Young from 26 yards out, no flags anywhere.
Oh man, did the line do a nice job of opening up a big hole for
I'd say
Young
so.
there.
That was a big-time hole, and Young made a pretty nice cutback, broke a tackle, and took it the rest of the way himself. And the Vipers now trying the 2-point conversion. They lead now 6-0, 4:42 left to play in the second quarter. Trips left once again. I think that's Logan Went. And he gives it to Rex Whalen, who got smacked on the play, and he might be hurt.
Rex Whalen brought down in the backfield.
Rex Whalen, brother of Sam Whalen, who also played in the league. A lot of brothers this year from when we played.
Yeah.
Well, Let's hope Rex gets up. 2-point conversion failed. And so the score remains 6-0 in favor of the Vipers. 4:42 to play in the first half. So we will be back with the remainder of the first half after this. 6-0 Vipers leading the Mustangs.
A weekend with Wendell.
Education is important for our children. That's why Charter Communications has awarded over $15,000 in scholarships all across the state.
Very good. Congratulations to Justin Schmidt, Campbell Sport High School, our 2005 Charter Communications $1,000 student scholarship winner.
Welcome back to Fruth Field. Rex Whalen being helped up and off the field, so he's all right. Looked like he took a blow to the head. Now Lucas Sorer to kick off for the Vipers.
Lucas Sorer to kick off.
Short kick, and the kick is dropped and picked up by Action. Action to the 50, 45, to the 40, 35, to the 30, and finally brought down around the 25-yard line. Action. Atchison with a nice kickoff return. That was a short kick, and AJ Jirda fumbled, and Atchison picked it up, and nice return.
Yeah, did a great job of making something happen out of nothing there.
And for the first time today, the Vipers are pretty close to the end zone. At Schnell under center. Gives it to Lind. And Lind's got some running room down inside the 15, inside the 10-yard line, and Lind with a nice run. Brought down like behind from Tom Knockway. Tom Knockway on the play. Touchdown saving tackle inside the 10-yard line, a gain of about 20 on the play, I'd say. Pretty close anyway. Lind in the backfield again. He's the deep back. They gave it to Lind once again. Follows a couple lead blockers, but some linemen sneak in and pull him down before he's able to make much happen. Gain of about 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 6 or 7 yard line. The Vipers standing at the edge of their own end zone here, trying to hold the Mustangs from tying or maybe taking the lead before this half comes to an end with 3:20 left to play. The give is to Atchison. Atchison bolts his way inside the 5-yard line, down near the 4.
Carry brought down by Grant Johnson. After a gain of 2, it brings up 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5.
Pulling guys on his back, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line, I guess. 2:50 left to play in the first half. 6-0 Vipers lead. And Mustangs needing to convert here just to tie it up. Trips right for the Vipers. No backfield. Or, well, yes, there's one back. Can't quite see him. Give it to Lind, the back, and he is hit at the 15-yard line or 10-yard line and brought down. And that's a beautiful play by number 68, Cody Vinny.
Brought down by number 65, Lucas Lammy.
Yeah, the Vipers had great pursuit on the play, able to take him down and make it 4th and long. So looks like the Mustangs is going to have trouble trying to put this one in.
And Cody Vinny, thank you.
Very well said. 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. It's not so easy, especially at this level, to get 10 yards just like that.
4th down, timeout called, I believe, by the Mustangs.
And a timeout called by the Mustangs. 2:19 to play in the first half. And we've got some upcoming action for you. High school girls volleyball. Fond du Lac taking on Oshkosh North next week, Thursday. Replay will be at 10:30 p.m. That game taking over for the St. Mary Springs and North Fond du Lac football game, since North Fond du Lac has no season this year. WLA taking on undefeated Marquezan next week, Saturday. That should be a pretty good game from Winnebago Lutheran Academy. And here we go. Mustangs facing a 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. Trips right, back goes Schnell. Schnell throws a bullet near the goal line, but it drops short of the wide receiver, and the Vipers come up with a big-time stop. Matt Burko, the intended receiver, and the Vipers take over on their own 10-yard line, 1st and 10, just over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, in this league, it's critical once you get into the red zone that you get touchdowns, because there's no kicking field goals or anything. No teams really try to attempt them, so you pretty much come up empty if you're not able to get one in the end zone.
Yep, it's pretty difficult to kick a field goal at this age level. Logan Wendt will take the snap and give it to Patrick Young, who's stuffed 6 yards deep in his own backfield. A nice play by Matt Schnell. A lot of this equipment was brand new the year we started, pretty much, and it's still in pretty good shape, and there's a lot of new stuff that's been brought in since we've played, and it's just, they raise a lot of money and they do a really nice job of providing the kids with what they need to play. So here's Logan Wendt again. He's going to drop back and give on the reverse, and he's going to get out of the end zone. And he's still stuffed inside his own 5-yard line, a loss of about 2 on the play. That was Jake Hoopschman, I believe.
Timeout Mustangs.
The Mustangs are going to take a timeout, and it's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Vipers, and the Mustangs taking their last timeout unofficially. So in this league, you can't blitz up the middle. You can't block a punt, really. You can't rush on a punt attempt. What else? Is there too much more? Kickoff from the 40-yard line, but a lot of these kids can probably kick it about 20 yards. It's a little harder to kick it off. That's pretty much it for different rules. Everything else just same goes for high school. A lot of these kids will take a step down when they go to middle school. You can't kick off in middle school. You start from the 35, I think, maybe the 30.
I think it was the 40.
40-yard line. Okay, you start from your own 40-yard line. No kickoffs. And so the Vipers will now try 3rd and 16 on their own 4-yard line. Trips left. And one wide receiver will split out wide to the right. That wide receiver is Keenan Garfoot. Logan Wendt takes the snap, gives to Patrick Young. Young makes a nice cutback, crosses his own 5-yard line out to about the 6. Gain of 2 or 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 13. And I guess the Mustangs did have another timeout remaining. And they'll take it right now with 1:06 left. And we will have one more game yet right after this. The Wildcats taking on the Hawks. Wildcats, my old team. The Hawks joined the league
our
last year, yep. Like we said earlier, 10th anniversary of the Fani Junior Football League. We started 10 years ago with 2 teams and 39 kids. Brian Shea started the league. Just went door to door to get some donations. Tom Biolo, obviously a big help at the same time. Went to 4 teams 8 years ago, and then went to 6 teams in our second year, and eventually all the way to 150 kids. So a lot of kids ending up joining. This is the 6th Junior Football League day where they play games all day here at Fruth Field. This is the first time the games are being carried by us, so you're watching them right now on Channel 25. And they've raised $10,000 to call the football field at Fondy High home. So here we go. Looks like they will punt it away. High snap. It's carried and the kick is low. It'll bounce out across the 35-yard line. That's a pretty nice punt for a kid that is in about, well, that's Keenan Garfoot, and he's in 6th grade, 5'2", 91-pound wide receiver and punter. Pretty nice kick for a kid in 6th grade.
Yeah, they're fortunate for such a lucky bounce.
Big Viper bounces, got him about 10 extra yards on the punt. And the Mustangs take over on the 36-yard line. So, we got Schnell, who will give the pitch to Lynn. Lynn crosses the 35-yard line, maybe a gain of 2 on the play. Clock rolls inside of 50 seconds. Score is still 6-0. The Vipers leading the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Mustangs line is doing a great job getting a good push, because in this league it's really critical that you have a good line. I remember we had the best line when I played, and we went undefeated for 2 seasons. Pretty much untouchable.
It's pretty much all it's about, is having a pretty good line that can move that ball. And they give us to Lind again on the pitch. And he will get inside inside the 30, pushes down near the 25-yard line. He's close to a first down. But now we're inside 15 seconds, and the Mustangs are out of timeout. So it's 3rd and 1, clock with 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. I'm not sure what they're going to try. 3 seconds. They're going to get it off. They get it off and spike it, but the time has run out. So that's the end of the first half. Vipers leading 6-0. And, well, that's the end of the first half. Mustangs drive stalls at the end of the half. We'll be back with stats and highlights after this.
A weekend with Wendell.
Education is important for our children. That's why Charter Communications has awarded over $15,000 in scholarships all across the state.
Very good. Congratulations to Kevin Kinnear, Sheboygan South High School, our 2005 Charter Communications $1,000 student scholarship winner.
Welcome back to Fruth Field. Here at the half, it's 6-0. The Vipers leading the Mustangs, and it's been kind of back and forth. We got the one and only highlight for you, a Viper touchdown by Patrick Young. And here you'll see it. Here's Logan Went. Gives to Patrick Young. Young finds some room, breaks a tackle to the 10-5, touchdown Vipers. That's Patrick Young. That was Patrick Young from about 25 yards out. That was a nice run by, nice cutback, nice blocking up front. You know a lot about the blocking up front. Beautiful blocking on that play and a nice cutback, broken tackle. It's pretty much all that happened in the first half. A lot of short runs here, and we got some first half stats for you. Connor can tell you those.
The Mustangs have 37 yards rushing, and the Vipers match them with 37 also. The Mustangs have yet to catch a pass, and the Vipers are already up to 40 yards with their 2 key swing passes. The Mustangs are only at 37 total yards rushing, and the Vipers are up to 77. The Mustangs have 3 first downs, and the Vipers are up to 4. They've each had 1 penalty for 5 yards, and the Vipers are the only ones to turn it over so far.
Now those first downs and penalties are pretty unofficial. We kind of missed that, but oh well. And the second half just about to start. The Vipers will kick to the Mustangs. The Mustangs on the left side of your screen. The Vipers setting the ball on the tee on the right side. 6-0. Vipers leading the Mustangs. Lucas Surer to kick it off. Back deep, Matt Burka for the Mustangs. And Austin Lind. Here we go, and the second half is underway. Kick will be taken by Burka. Yes, that's a very nice kick. Crosses the 40, a nice block to midfield. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, down to the 3-yard line. Nice return by Matt Burka, and we've got an injured player on the other end of the field, Tim Toshner. I think he's the one that may have gotten pancaked there. That was one heck of a block, but it's unfortunate that he's on the ground because of it.
I'm out on the field. Looks like we got an injured Viper out here at
your replay.
The 45-yard line.
Right here you'll see a key block by Austin Lind to create this big drive coming up right there.
Nice hand for number 55.
And then a nice angle pursuit, and just barely catches him about the 3-yard line, but it was not the block that created the injury. And here we go from the 3-yard line. The Mustangs, that's the farthest they've penetrated thus far. The give is to Atchison, and he goes into the end zone for a touchdown.
I believe that was number 38.
And the Mustangs tie it up with the 2-point conversion
for the Mustangs
upcoming. And we got another injured player. Here's the touchdown replay. Just some good blocking up front by the lineman, and all he needed was 3, and that's what he got. So thanks to that kickoff return, the Mustangs are able to get into the end zone. So we're just 23 seconds into the second half, and we're tied. Can't make out the number of the injured player, number 68, Cody Vinny for the Vipers. He's a big guy in the middle, 5'4", 141 pounds. Limping off the field, looks like he'll be all right, he's under his own power. That's Coach Dyke right next to him, I believe. Coach Dyke has 2 sons that have both played in this league also. Actually, a third son, I'm not sure if he played in the league. Here's the 2-point conversion attempt. Drops back to pass, and Schnell with a nice throw and catches Burka at the lower right corner of the end zone. And there's the 2-point conversion, and that puts the Mustangs up by 2. So the Mustangs take the lead. 7:37 left to go in the third quarter. 8-6, Mustangs lead it. We'll be back after this.
A weekend with Wendell.
Education is important for our children. That's why Charter Communications has awarded over $15,000 in scholarships all across the state.
Very good. Congratulations to Gina Brooks, Winneconne High School, our 2005 Charter Communications $1,000 student scholarship winner.
Welcome back to Fruit Field. A nice kickoff return by the Mustangs, and then a short touchdown run tied the game up, and then the 2-point conversion gave the Mustangs the lead. So this is Keegan Atchison to kick off for the Mustangs. Back deep to return is Rex Whalen. Whalen will take it on his own 25, out to the 30, cuts back, 35, running backwards, and he's taken down at his own 32-yard line, and he's down again.
Number 44 for the Mustangs, Matt Burka bringing down Patrick Young.
Took a hard hit before. He's slow to get up, but he'll get up under his own power and limp. Back to his own huddle. Believe that was Rex Wynn. No, maybe not. Maybe that was Patrick Young. That was Patrick Young. So the Vipers start off on their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10, they trail 8-6 to the Mustangs. Trips right, one single wide receiver to the left, Patrick Young the single back in the backfield. The give is to Young, and he's smacked in the backfield at his own 30-yard line, loses a couple on the play, and that's nice penetration from the end. Another thing you played, Connor, defensive end.
Bringing down Patrick Young after, looks like a loss of 2.
The Bison just...
2nd and 12 for the Vipers at their own 36-yard line.
I've always maintained a really good line. They had a really good line earlier today and had a really good line back when the league started. It's pretty much been their success. And that's what the success of the league is having a good line. Once again, trips left, single wide receiver to the right. The single is Kyle Mater. Patrick Young in the backfield. The give to Young again. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, but crosses only to about the 31. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. It's still going to be 3rd and 12. Matt Stolfus on the tackle. That'll bring up a 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs, or for the Vipers. Excuse me. Logan went, the quarterback. Trips left, single wide receiver to the right, single back in the backfield. And I think we've got a false start. Illegal procedure by the Vipers. That's going to force him to lose 5.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
And it'll be 3rd and 16 for the Vipers from their own 28-yard line. Vipers got a long field in front of them yet, and they trail 8-6, 6:12 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Don't be surprised here if you see that little swing pass again that picked him up that long first down in the first half.
Logan Went likes that little swing pass. They've done it 2 times today, and it's a pass, but not a swing pass. It's caught by Tom Nockway. He gains about 10 on the play. 10 or 12 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th and about 4 for the Vipers. So Logan went with quite an arm. He's had a couple completions today and for some pretty good yards. Trips left. One single wide receiver to the right. Actually, it's going to be twins each way. Okay. And we got a timeout. Switching formations, I don't know. I guess they didn't quite know what to do. There's been a lot of that tonight in that trips formation. So the Vipers needing a timeout. 4th and 4. 6-8. The Mustangs lead. 5:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll keep it here. So, the Vipers huddling, trying to find something they can do. 4th and 4 from their own 38-yard line. The timeout ends. The Vipers up to the line of scrimmage. They're on the near side hash mark. Trips right. Single wide receiver to the left. Single back is Patrick Young. Logan went under center. Mustangs scrambling defensively. Back goes Went. Went pressured, gets it off, but it's picked off by Atchison. Atchison to the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown Mustangs. Keegan Atchison picks off Logan Wentz and takes it 37 yards for a score.
Great coverage there by the Mustangs. No one was open.
Here you see the replay up.
Yeah, Wentz tried to force it and was unfortunate, and the Mustangs took advantage and scored a touchdown.
Nice run by Keegan Atchison. Just got it and ran right up the sideline. Yeah, 4 men on the coverage there. 4-man coverage on one wide receiver. Here's the 2-point conversion attempt. This will put them up by 2 possessions if they can convert. Trips right. And a single back in the backfield. Who's Lind? The give is to Lind. Lind running right is stuffed short, so that's a big stop by the Vipers because that keeps it as a 1-possession game. We've got 4:55 left to play in the third quarter. The Mustangs lead 14-6. The Vipers will receive with the kickoff.
Number 17 was Tyler Ciesick. Number, I want to say 70, Grant Johnson was in on that play, along with Keenan Garfoot.
You were there? Dinner with the wife.
Oh, too bad for you.
Oh, no, not really.
My charter DVR recorded it. The game was waiting for me when we got home. Remember this catch?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, I played it over and over again.
I just saw it once.
Digital video recording from Charter means you'll never miss a moment of the game again. Record your favorite show and rewind to create your own instant replay. Sign up for Charter DVR with Moxie. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER.
Welcome back, and here's the kickoff. It'll be taken by Patrick Young from his own 25, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line.
Number 34, Patrick Young, initially hit by number 5.
It's taking a while for the Vipers to pick up the ball on the kickoffs, and it's costing them. Because the second they pick it up, they're getting hit.
Richard Wiley.
Always like the ability to kick off, and then you go to middle school and you can't kick off anymore. That's kind of...
Yeah,
it's a part of the game that's can be like it was shown earlier, that kickoff return by the Mustangs. I mean, that makes a big difference to be able to return a kickoff when your offense isn't moving at all. So it's a good thing that these guys can do that. Trips left, single backfield, tight end to the right, motioning. And here's the pitch to Patrick Young. Cuts it up. Nice cut by Patrick Young. He gains 1 or 2 on the play.
Number 7.
That was Keenan Garfoot out front.
Number 65.
Picked up 1 man, but about 3 snuck through and made the tackle. Brings up a 2nd and 8. I can't remember. Can you run a really unbalanced line in this league?
Oh yeah, we did. We ran a power wedge, and that was our best play.